Hi chickies! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you my do-it-yourself pictorial makeup. Well, we've decided to go to the park today and take some photos, but since you know we are still on stage for lockdown, we cannot hire, or I can't hire someone who can give me a professional makeup. So I will make do of what I have here with me from my stash, and I'll be also showing you the before and post photo of the do that I'm going to do today. First of all, let me show you and lay up to you what are makeups that I'm going to use today and what are the things that we need. So stay tuned. So here are the things that we're going to use today. Of course, after the routine that we're going to apply on our faces, here's what we have for today, which is from liquid foundation to brush to the loose powder, eyebrow pencil, the liquid eyebrow pencil, this brush for the eyeshadow, the liquid eyeliner, and I think I'm gonna use this from Bobbi Brown, lipstick from Kat Von D. This is for the contour, which is from BLK Cosmetics, and falsies. So this is the compact that I'm going to be using for today as well. So let's start. So this is actually my bare face, and I haven't done any makeup, or I haven't done any of the routine that I normally do in the morning. So let me start off with putting on some few things on my face before I put on my makeup. So if you've watched my video before, I normally put on my alcohol-free toner from Neutrogena all over my face. You'll notice that my hair is already dry because I've already blow dried it before coming out. Next, it's already afternoon, so I won't be using my night serum, and it's also not morning, so I'm not going to use my morning serum. I'm going to use the serum that I normally use after taking a bath. So now is my niacinamide 10% plus 1% zinc from The Ordinary. I've also shown this to you from my previous vlog, and I'll be putting down the link in this screen as well as the thumbnail so that you won't get lost. You might notice later that I'm not going to be looking at you because there's a mirror just right below the camera, and I have to use that whenever I apply makeup because it's kind of very tiny to look at the camera while doing your makeup. Okay, so this last thing that I put on my face is my moisturizer, Neutrogena moisturizer. It's actually very good for people who have oily skin, and I do have terrible skin conditions. Whenever I go out in the sun, it's oily, it's sweaty, everything is there, and I'll go instantly red. If it's hot, you'll see red on my face and on my nose. Okay, so don't forget to dab it. Dab, 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 dab. And now let's start with the foundation. So this foundation Lancome that I'm using, I've already showed you this from my previous vlog as well, but also laid it down to you at the start of this vlog, so you already know that. And I'm going to try my best to make my look done by a professional makeup artist. So I normally use my brush, and I normally start with my cheeks because there is where I have a lot of blemish. Now I see my nose is still red, so dab it on my nose as well. Forehead, T-zone especially, eyelids. And since I'm going under the sun, I don't want to be melted right away. We start the photo shoot.
Some people are worth melting for.
Well, my photo shoot is also a DIY photo shoot. It's just going to be my husband Alan who's going to do it. And we're going to leave Sherlock for the meantime and then come back for him so that we can give him a walk. Please do not forget to put some on your neck, because we want everything to be even out. I think I'll apply one more layer on my face just to make it look smooth. There you go. I think it looks even. So I wanted to make our fresh look today, so I'll be putting in this loose powder under my eye, both of my eyes. So look up and dab it underneath. on the nose, on your forehead, because remember the T-zone. Put on the bridge of your nose, even if I don't have that bridge. Let's wait for that to rest for a moment. So now I'm going to put on my eyebrows, and I'm using still the same pencil. So since we're on lockdown, I haven't been using all of my makeup, so you might see actually all of the things that you will see today or right now are my old stuff, or the stuff that I've been using since before we had the lockdown. So this is Naked 2, so it's actually a double-edged sword. So I have the brush from the other end and the pencil. So let's brush our eyebrow first. Make sure it's nice and spread out. Then the pencil. So this pencil is actually look darker than the shade of my hair before, but I haven't been coloring my hair, and now it's black, like pure black, jet black, dark black, whatever black you want to call it. But before it used to be brown, so this actually looks dark for my skin. Because remember when I told you that the eyebrow pencil that you should be using, or the color of your eyebrow, should be one tone lighter than your hair. So now we're going to know where is the arch of your brow and shade it from there. I don't want to shade it to be too dark, so color it evenly first. The edge, and the front, and you do it on the other side as well.
A few moments later.
Does it look flat? Yeah, looks flat for me. Oops. Remove the edges and brush it again 3 times a day, just like how you brush your teeth. That's what Elmo used to say. Brush, brushy, brush. And then, since this is going to be a DIY pictorial, I'll be using color change eyebrow. So it's that one. So it is actually a liquid with a brush, and it's just so that it stays on your eyebrow. You can use this and it looks more lighter, because this shade is actually lighter than the eyebrow pencil that I have. So the front, flick it upwards, because that's what's in today. Flick it upward. Yeah, it looks dark, but then I can cheat it by putting on the same loose powder that I have from Kat Von D. And we have to clean it first, so clean the edges of the brows so that it looks like you are newly plucked. And you just remove the excess of your eyebrow. These things that I'm actually doing were just, it's either I've seen it from YouTube. So since my eyebrows are dark, I dab it with some loose powder. And just dab it, but make sure it's not white. Okay, since I think the loose powder that I've put on under my eye has settled in, now I'm going to use my Natio face powder. So it's a compact powder just to have everything settled in. I'm using a pad, but you can also use a brush if you feel like it. So it's actually up to you. So I had to make sure that this had settled in and my blemishes won't show. And of course, don't forget to put some on your neck. So next, what I'm going to put are my eyeshadow. So this is the one that I use for Maybelline Total Temptation, care of my sister. And I'm going to start off by putting in this white shimmer for the base. Since it's afternoon, I'm not going to put a very dark shade on my eyes, but I'm going to make it look as fresh. So I'm going to use this orange. It's actually my favorite, the orange one. Going to use this orange, and I'm going to use it as base. So I'll be putting it on top of my lid, but not exceeding my tingsun. We call it tingsun in Chinese, but in English, the double eyelid, as what everyone is used to calling it. So now it's orange. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it looks fresh. But since I want my eyes to be pronounced when we have the shoot, then I'm going to make it darker. But I'll be putting on something, same shade, the orange one, under my eyelid first. Be careful not to stretch your face too much because we don't want wrinkles. Next is the darker shade of orange, which is actually this one. And I'll be putting it on top. And just make sure that you blend it properly. And well, now you can see it. Then